Hi everyone, this is Kylie from Romographers of Rainbow, and today we'll be making an apple tree charm. For this design, you will need some sort of green color, some sort of red color, and some sort of brown. All of my supplies, including my loom and my hook, can be purchased on the Rainbow Loom web store. It is good to get your supplies ready now before we start. Okay. So, for this design, we will have our loom in the square set position. You can move your loom into the square set position by taking out the middle peg and moving it down one, like so. We will have our loom upside down so we can better see the final picture. You can tell if your loom is correctly in the square set position by sticking your hook in between each set of pegs, and it should go in without going diagonal. If you have a crazy loom or a fun loom that cannot be moved into the square set position, you cannot make this design. Let's get started. Sorry if the lighting's kind of weird. There's some weird weather today. It's going like sunny and then dark and then sunny and then dark, then sunny and then dark. And I'm using a lot of natural light here, so I apologize. Okay, so first, we are going to go from here down to here. We will be making our extensions. These are double bands. I'm going to take 2 rubber bands, go down on the right peg, go down on the right peg again, 3 rubber bands on the left peg, like so. Then we are going to take a single rubber band, double loop it, stretching it out, taking your hook and wrapping it upon itself so you can see 2 rings. We're going to place that right here on our left and middle pegs. We're going to do the same thing again. Stretch it out, put it on here, fold it back upon itself, put it right underneath, we're going to do this again. Right there. And one more time. On here. I'm going slower than usual because I have heard from others that my videos are hard to understand because I'm going so fast. If you would like it sped up, you can open up another tab and go to youtube.com/html5 and then just go to the bottom and click like to use the recommended settings. Then when you come back to this video, there will be a selection for speed under the settings tab. So you're going to stick your hook right in here, push back that cap band on the top, And we're going to grab the bottom two and bring them forward. Now we're going to loop the rest of it up just like the single bracelet, but there are bands to push back with the back of your hook before you loop. Like that. Now we're going to take all of these off. Stick our hook here and just take it off like that. Now we're going to place our horizontal bands for the right. Take this here, double loop it, place it right here, like so. And we're going to do the same thing as we did on the other side. Double loop. Like that. Then we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to push back that cap band, reach in and grab those top two. You can also loop that one at a time. So remember to loop both. Then one more. And now we can take these off. Now we're going to stick our hook right inside here. We'll lift up on every peg except for this last peg right here. Hold that down with your fingers so it does not fall off. And that's good. Shove this little thing hanging off. Do the same on the other side. Stick your hook in here. And pull it off very carefully. Like so. Now we are going to start to make the main body of the tree. We're going to take our color A, the green rubber bands, and go, not here. This is for the charm band, so you can either go down with 2 green rubber bands, like so, or with 2 white rubber bands, like this. I'm going to use 2 white rubber bands, but if you'd like to use 2 green, it's also good to do that. Sophie, that one's for you. So you're going to get your green. You're going to take 2 rubber bands, place them from the middle to the right, take 2 more, place them from the middle to the left, like so. So then we are going to go down 5 times. So 2, 3, 4. But for the 5th one, we are going to go in like this. Now on the other side, we're going to do almost the same thing. Two. Sorry if this bracelet's kind of distracting. Tell me if you want me to make a video for the design of this. It's by Justin's Toys, except I didn't make it like the traditional fishtail. I made it like on my loom, like as if I was making a triple single or something like that. So let me know. So after you go 3, 4, and then this time we're not going to come in like so, we're going to go down. So now that we've done that, we are going to go in the middle. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down like normal. It's so funny, the one spot where I need to record is all like picture perfect. If you could see the rest of my area right here, it's not very neat. And 5. Then we are going to take our color C, which is our brown, in my case caramel from the Rainbow Loom web store. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. Do the same thing on the left. 1, 2, and 3. Then we are going to take a brown or caramel rubber band. Excuse me. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, so wrap it around 3 times. So that's 2, 3. You should see 3 loops on your hook. And stretch that out, because keep this on your hook, you're going to stretch it all the way over there. Like that. Now, before we start putting our apples on the tree, we are going to have to start with our extensions. So, what you're going to do, you're going to stick your hook in here and lift it off. You're going to place it, even that cap band, on the 3rd peg down, the 2nd peg in the tree. Like so. And you're going to grab, it looks like they're the 2 middle bands, but it's actually one wrapped upon itself because it's a cap band. So here's the first one, like that, and the second one is right here. So that is the cap band stretched out in between this left peg and this middle peg. Now we're going to go in this one and find the cap band again. Like that. And stretch it out between the 2 pegs. Like that. Then again, we're going to do the same thing. Find the cap band. This time I'm going to do it one at a time. So there is 1. Now, as you get farther down on your loom, it will be harder to do them one at a time, because the second loop, like if you do this on your hook, just an example, you have a double looped cap band here, and you have to stretch one out farther than the other one gets tighter in, so it'll be harder to grab that tighter one. I suggest doing them both at the same time. And this one's pretty easy, it's just hanging off the side. So we're going to bring that one right there. Like that. Check your loom, make sure yours looks like mine at this point. If it doesn't, now would be a great time to stop and fix it because we're not too far into the design. So now we're going to push these down, especially in the middle. We're going to take our second extension, including the cap bands, and place it on the other side. Sorry for turning my loom randomly. Probably gonna turn it back. I don't know if anyone really likes that angle. If you do, leave a comment, but then you're gonna grab those two middle bands or your one cap band. Stretch them out across. Now this is a little bit difficult when you first start, so if you don't get it at first, that is perfectly fine. It's not hard to make another extension, especially since you have the bottom of your loom right here. You just don't have to connect your cap bands onto the side. Wait, I got a rubber band stuck in here. So then we're going to find, again, middle cap band. Stretch that all the way over here. This one is the hardest, the second to last. But on the last one, it's right there, so it's not super hard. And place that right on there. So this is what your tree should look like at this point. Now again, before we start with the apples, I know it's the fun part, we are going to have to make our horizontal bands for our caramel. So you just need a couple for this. I'm going to take it, stretch it out, and make a triple loop actually. So you should see 3 rings right here. And place it right there. Do it again, stretch it out first. If you don't stretch it out, it's not a huge deal, but not only is there a bigger chance that your band will snap, like that, and be unusable, or make your design break. There will be a bigger chance it would be harder to do. I'll do one like that so you can see. It's harder to stretch a band onto 2 pegs when it's not stretched out. Again, it's not a huge deal if you don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3. You have 3 loops on here. So that was an awkward pause. Come right on here. Stretch that across. So now, finally, what we've all been waiting for, the apples. We're going to take our color B. I strongly suggest you use the red, maybe the jelly red from the Rainbow Loom web store. But I think the red itself looks the best. We're going to loop this 4 times around our hook. So it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this way you're going to see 4 loops on here. And we're not going to take it off and put it on a peg. We are actually going to take 1 rubber band and we're going to double loop it. We're going to stretch it out and double loop. So now, if you don't look at this one, you should have 2 loops on your thing. It doesn't fall off. We're going to take this and pull these over like that. Sometimes you can use another hook to help with the last bands. And that actually isn't the last band, that's it, because now you should see 2 on here. And now we're going to put the other end back on the hook. and we are going to make a slip knot. So to make a slip knot, we are going to take the back loop if I can get it, and we're just gonna pull that off and then pull like that. So now we got our little mini apple right there, and we're gonna place that on any peg we want. So eeny, meeny, no. I'm gonna put mine right here. Feel free to put your apples wherever you want. You can maybe even make a couple of different trees with the apples in different positions, maybe use some different colors, like the lime green, or the apple green. Well, not the apple green. I don't know what to call it. I forget what it's called. Maybe neon green. But here's the lime green right here. I just happen to have all the colors I'm talking about right in front of me. Or even our neon green jelly, which probably won't look all that good, but you can try them all. So now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to make 3 of these. I'm not going to fully explain it for this part since we already showed you how to do it. If you'd like a full explanation, you can go back to whatever time I put on the screen right now, and you can watch again. Where's my dog? Okay, I'm gonna make my slip knot. Okay, now I think I am going to put this apple right here. Try to only put it on the green. You never see apples growing out of the tree trunk. It's probably a given, but just in case. If you wanted to, you can even put an apple on every single peg here. Not really what I want to do. But if you want an apple, well, no. I did it. If you want a tree full of apples, you can make more. But for the purposes of this video, I'm only going to make 3 because you don't want to watch me make a whole bunch of apples. Again, you should see 2 loops here. Do not worry. This is not part of your cap band. This is just because you're looping with a double loop band here. We're pulling them over a double loop band, that's what I meant to say. Now, I cannot be eloquent today. So make your slip knot. And I think I'm going to put this one right here. Okay, so now, after waiting forever, we can loop this thing. So, start at the bottom with the red arrow pointing away from you, but I mixed up my pegs so I don't have a red arrow. Point the red arrow at you. I'll just draw you a picture. There we go. That should be good. So, we're going to come right inside this middle band right here. And we're going to loop our, whoops, good thing I didn't start yet. We're going to loop our left band forward. It's kind of like a triple single, except with 2. Loop this side forward as well. And just keep going until you get to the green. Like that. We're going to slide this down. And when we get to the tree, first, we're just going to go on the left and loop this forward like we've been doing. But on the right, we're going to kind of dig in the side there. And wait, just grab the top 2. rubber bands. So for me, that's the ones just going up. If that's not you, don't worry. So you're going to lift up the apple and kind of put it on the outside, like that. We're going to go in here, should be easier now, and we're going to loop all the way over there. So that's where we are so far. Then we're going to go inside here, push back, that extension horizontal band, and go forward. Same with this middle one, be careful for the apple, you don't want to pull that up and then your apple's gone. Gonna go inside all of these and find the bottom two. There are more rubber bands in the middle, so I wouldn't suggest like putting a bunch of apples in the middle, only like a couple, maybe 2. Maybe 3 at max, probably not for every peg, because you have to deal with both sides of your horizontal bands. Then we're going to go, same thing, on the right. Yeah, right. I'm smart. Okay, we're going to stick our hook in here, go to the bottom, bring this forward. Do it again in the middle. Pretty straightforward. Just stick your hook inside, push back all the bands except for the bottom 2, and bring them forward. And now we're going to do that on the right. Pull our apple up so it kind of sticks above. That step's not too important, it's just harder to do this once you pull it off the loom. Sorry, an itch. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the bottom, pull the bottom 2 here. And we're gonna get to our last apple, pull that up. And I'm gonna move this one at a time apparently. Move that forward. Move this one forward as well. And on the bottom 2, bring that one forward as well. So now we're going to go to the bottom of all of these rubber bands, including your apple. We're going to reach and get the bottom 2. Loop them forward, as you can see. Do the same in the middle. Push back all those rubber bands. Grab the bottom 2 and loop them forward. Oops. And grab the bottom 2 there. Bring them forward. Now you're going to take this one on the right. That's the left. Take this one on the left. And loop that right in the middle. Oh no! That happens. If it's the top band, just loop it back over. If it's the bottom band, we gotta kind of get to it. Put on another pin for now. Lift up your top. And you got it. Probably won't happen, but if it does, it's easy to fix. Then go on your right. I got it right this time. And put them on top of there. So now, for the finishing touch of our bracelet, we need to make our charm band. So, we go all the way to the bottom. I find those 2 white rubber bands. Gonna bring those, sorry, I'm moving a lot. Bring those forward, around the peg, and forward. Now, here you can either attach a C-clip onto both sides of that, or you can make a slip knot like we did with the apples. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the bottom one here, and pull that over the top. Go hook in here and pull, like so. We move this now; it's kind of distracting. And that, we're good. Okay, now it's time to take our tree charm off of the loom. Stick our hook in here, and go. Oh, jeez. You're just gonna kind of unhook everything. or you can just pull it off. That's what I like to do. And this is what our apple tree looks like right now. We're going to pull all of our apples out. We already kind of started that, so that should make it easier. And yeah, there is our finished apple tree charm. I wish this camera would focus up close. It's like my mom's phone. Maybe like that. I don't know. Anyways, that's the video. Gotta put out my little end of video thing. Where is it? Okay, I found it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna put that right there. Please like, subscribe, and watch more videos. Please. I know my V kind of looks like an R, and same watch move videos. Handwriting. Okay. Thank you so much. I love your support. And if you made a tree charm in these colors or other colors, be sure to send them in to lomographersofrainbow@gmail.com. If you want, you can look at my 40 subscriber special video and look in the description to learn how to do that. It means so much. Thank you and goodbye.